Okay, I think we're good. Hello. Welcome, and thank you. This is Matthew. This is MattTv for a Monday, November 4th, 2019, 6:30 a.m. Pacific here on the West Coast, 11 o'clock in Newfoundland. I'm going to say Simon McGinnis may be the first audience member of the day. This is it. You know the concept behind the show. It's just observation, conversations, little tidbits of news that I make relatable to you. So let's get going. Mother, welcome to the broadcast. So let's get going right into the show. Like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 a.m. I do my show. It goes for as long as it goes, and then I go to work. So we're just going to rip through this. You can leave comments because there's lots of things that I'll be talking about that you can leave comments if you so choose. Okay, beautiful weather here. We've had an unbelievable stretch of weather here on the south coast. The majority of BC. 11 degrees today. A mix of sun and cloud. No rain in the forecast until Saturday. Clouds, it will get cloudy and stay mainly cloudy later in the week, but no rain in the forecast till Saturday. Looking at the forecast in the Woodstock area, 8 degrees is the high today. Clouds and some sunny breaks. Is that the forecast for the Woodstock area? A mix of sun and cloud and a high of 8 degrees. Tom Campbell, welcome to the broadcast. So, observations and just conversations that I've had. Maybe you can relate to what I'm talking about. Had a really good friend down to the house yesterday afternoon. Beautiful day here yesterday afternoon. The beautiful sunshine on the south coast. A good friend and former co-worker, John Sebastian Beliveau, came down from New Westminster to White Rock on his Harley. So a beautiful ride. He spent some time just chilling out in the backyard, on the back deck in the sunshine. Watched a great Seahawks game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers in town to play the Seahawks. Seahawks winning in overtime, improving to 7-2. So that was, Seahawks are playing great football, and it was even better to enjoy that game with a good buddy of mine. And jumping quickly over to the CFL, the Saskatchewan Roughriders, 13 wins. It's the most wins they've had in like a decade, and they are finishing first in the West CFL. If you care about the CFL. Okay, just burning right along here. I did a quick show Saturday night on my own personal page. It was just focused in on the peace symbol, the solar lights in the backyard, and that sparked a couple of great conversations, one with Pam Black and Kenny Ritchie, so a shout out to the two of those that were watching the show on Saturday night. My mother was watching for a bit, which sparked a conversation that I had with Mom and Dad yesterday, talking to them on the phone, just getting caught up on what's happening with the family back on the East Coast. I averaged 10 to 11 hours of sleep both Friday and Saturday night. Is that good? Even Sunday night. Even last night I slept for a good 10, 11 hours sleep. What are you averaging for sleep at night? For me, it's getting close to winter. I'm like a bear. I like to hibernate. It's dark at 6 o'clock. If I'm done all my chores and there's nothing else to do, there's nothing on TV, even though you have 500 channels, you go to bed. Moving right into something I like to call Just Google It. And this show was put together this morning in maybe 10, 15 minutes. So everything that I'm about to talk about you can find on the CBC website, or just Google it to get more information. Canada is in a bid for a UN Security Council seat, and it's already facing a tough road ahead. It seems that we are, excuse me, it seems that we are about a decade behind Ireland and Norway, which are also going for a seat. So that'll be something that you can get more information on by just Googling it. Canada's bid for UN Security Council seat faces a tough test. Maybe you saw this story this morning. There is a beautiful lake in eastern Ontario that's in the shape of a heart. And lots of people are going there because they want to get their picture taken with this. If you, again, just Google it. Heart-shaped lake, Eastern Ontario. Unfortunately, hundreds of people are going there to get their picture taken or get a picture of this lake because it looks like it has a really nice vantage point. But it's on Crown land, and the local residents are saying enough is enough. So ironically, a heart-shaped lake is bringing a lot of dislike bubbling to the surface, so that's not the way it's supposed to be. Huawei is working on a 5G network here in Canada. Good thing, bad thing. what I read this morning, we could be handing over a lot of sensitive information to a foreign country. So you can just Google it. Just Google it if you want to get more information. Facebook is creating digital money. Digital money and Facebook. Just Google it. Here's something else that's happening. There seems to be about a dozen alternative schools in the Toronto area where a number of students are not vaccinated, and there is the potential for a measles outbreak. Google it. This is a great story here. A mother witnessed her daughter brushing her bald head because the hair had fallen out due to chemotherapy. So the mother had this idea. She went out and got her daughter this Rapunzel costume, and the next time she went back for treatment, she wasn't as scared because she was this other person, this character. So the mother had an idea to collect costumes. I think she's collected 75 so far to hand out to kids when they're facing chemotherapy to help relieve some of the fear that they're facing. So just a great story. Just Google it. Costumes helping kids deal with their chemo fears. Okay, going to wrap the show up here real quick. This is Matthew. This is MattTv. Thanks for the live views. Always appreciate it. A couple of cool things on this date in history. November 4th, 2008. Democratic individual Barack Obama became the first African-American president in U.S. history. 136.6 million votes, I believe, throughout the country. He won 335 of the 538 votes. On this date, 2015, Prime Minister Trudeau sworn in as Canada's 23rd Prime Minister. And just going to wrap it up here real quick. If you see Mitchell Hempel today, Mitchell Hempel, a local boy from Woodstock, or the outskirts of the area, is currently the principal at the Bath Community School. He's 45 today. If you know Mitchell, if you have the chance to see Mitchell today, give him a hug, shake his hand, wish him happy birthday, or send him a message on his Facebook. 45 today, and don't forget, next Monday is Remembrance Day. If you're not already wearing a poppy, go out, make a donation, and get a poppy on. Yes? Okay, that's going to do it for me. Like I said, I was just going to burn through this. Thank you so much, Simon McGinnis, Tom Campbell. Mom was in here. Thanks for the live views. Lots to mull over. Lots of stuff to... Just Google it. Just Google it. Okay, back in here Wednesday morning. I don't even know if I mentioned this off the top. Back in here Wednesday morning, 6:30 a.m. Pacific with George Woodworth, and I'll be doing a show on Friday, probably in the morning, but definitely 6 o'clock next Friday night. I'll be speaking with Woodstock resident Brent Underhill. Okay, that's going to do it for me. Enjoy your first full week of work. We'll see you back here on Wednesday morning at 6:30 a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock in Newfoundland. This is Matthew. This is MattTv. Now and always, from sea to sea.